Welcome. Take a moment and listen carefully. You are here in 2026, a new year. But deep inside, something feels familiar. The same feeling of being stuck, the same delay, the same unfinished plans. You thought time would change things, but it didn't. And that confusion hurts. Because you are trying. At least you think you are. But let me tell you the truth. Time does not change lives. Decisions do. Many people enter a new year with hope, but they carry old habits with them, and habits decide direction. That is why you feel stuck. Not because you are weak, not because you are unlucky. You are stuck because you are repeating the same mornings, repeating the same distractions, repeating the same excuses. Every year looks new, but your actions look old. And old actions always create old results. You wake up with good intentions, but the phone comes first. You plan to work, but comfort comes first. And slowly, silently, your day slips away. This is not laziness. This is conditioning. You trained your brain to delay, to wait, to say later. And delay feels harmless. But delay is dangerous. Because delay steals progress without making noise. You don't notice it today, but you regret it tomorrow. Most people don't fail loudly, they fail quietly, one delay at a time. You tell yourself, I'll start after this. I'll do it tomorrow. I just need more motivation. But motivation is not missing. Honesty is. Deep down, you know what to do. You know the work. You know the habit. You know the change. But you choose comfort instead. And comfort is addictive. Comfort makes you feel safe, but it keeps you small. Easy days create hard lives. Hard days create easy lives. Look at your life honestly, not emotionally. Where does your time go? Hours disappear. Goals stay untouched. Your phone gets your best energy. Your future gets leftovers. And then you ask, why am I not moving forward? This is the habit of delay, and it is ruining more lives than failure ever did. Failure teaches. Delay numbs. Failure hurts once. Delay hurts forever. You don't need a new planner. You don't need a perfect routine. You don't need more videos. You need one decision. A decision to stop negotiating with yourself. Because every time you delay, you teach your brain that your words mean nothing. And when your words lose value, discipline dies. You say you will start, but you don't. So your mind stops believing you. That is why starting feels heavy now. Because trust is broken. Not with others, with yourself. But here's the good news. Trust can be rebuilt, not with big promises, but with small actions. You don't need to change your whole life today. You need to stop delaying one thing, just one. One task, one action, one step, not later, now. Because action breaks delay, and delay breaks dreams. This year is not about speed. It is about direction. Move forward slowly if needed, but stop standing still. 2026 will not change you by itself. But you can change yourself in 2026. And it starts the moment you stop saying later. Listen carefully. Most people believe their problem is motivation. They say, I just don't feel motivated. I'll start when I feel inspired. I'm waiting for the right mood. But that is not the truth. Motivation is not the problem. Discipline is. Motivation is emotional. It comes and goes. Discipline is structural. It stays. If motivation built lives, everyone would succeed on New Year's Day. But they don't, because motivation fades the moment effort appears. Discipline works even when motivation is gone. You don't need to feel ready. You need to be committed. Look at your life. The days you moved forward were not the days you felt excited. They were the days you showed up anyway. That is discipline. Discipline is choosing what matters over what feels good. And this is where most people fail. They choose comfort. They choose ease. They choose short pleasure. And then they complain about long-term pain. Discipline feels heavy at first, because you are not used to it. But comfort feels light because it slowly kills resistance. Every time you choose comfort, discipline weakens. Every time you choose discipline, comfort loses power. Your future is not decided by big moments. It is decided by small daily choices. What time you wake up, what you touch first, what you avoid, what you delay. These small choices look harmless, but they compound. One lazy morning becomes a lazy week. A lazy week becomes a lazy year. And suddenly, you are asking why nothing changed. Your life today is the result of repeated small decisions. Not talent, not luck, not background, choices. You don't rise to the level of your goals. You fall to the level of your habits. That is why discipline matters, because discipline controls habits, and habits control life. You don't need to change everything. You need to change what you do daily, not once, not sometimes, every day. Choose one small discipline and protect it. Wake up on time, even if you feel tired. Work for 10 minutes, even if you don't feel ready. Say no to distraction, even when it feels uncomfortable. These actions look small, but they build identity, and identity changes behavior. You are not lazy. You are untrained. Train discipline the same way you train muscles. Slowly, daily, consistently. Discipline will not change your life overnight, but it will change your direction immediately. And direction decides destiny. Now listen carefully, because this part matters the most. You already know what keeps you stuck. Delay, comfort, lack of discipline, but knowing is not enough. Many people understand their problem. Very few act on it, and that is why the cycle continues. Wake up, delay, regret, repeat, year after year. If you don't break this cycle, 2026 will look exactly like 2025. Same stress, same guilt, same unfinished goals. Change does not come from thinking. It comes from doing. And doing starts with the decision. Not tomorrow, not next week, now. You don't need a perfect plan. You need a clear move. One move that proves to your mind that you are serious. Action builds belief, not the other way around. Confidence does not come first. Action does. You don't feel confident and then act. You act, and confidence follows. This is how growth works. Stop waiting to feel ready. Ready is a lie. Nobody feels ready. They move anyway. Break the cycle by doing the opposite of what you usually do. When you want to delay, start. When you want comfort, choose effort. When you want to quit, pause and continue. You don't need to do everything. You need to do something. Today, one task completed is more powerful than 10 tasks planned. Small actions create momentum. Momentum creates consistency. Consistency creates identity, and identity changes life. This is not about motivation. This is about responsibility. Your life is your responsibility. Your future is your responsibility. No one is coming to save you. And that is not scary. That is powerful. Because it means you don't need permission to change. You already have power. Use it. This moment is your chance, not the past, not the future. Now, decide, break the cycle, move forward, and don't look back.